free health screening for our loving mothers this Mother's Day, Sunday, May 14. Time is 7 a.m. Venue is the parking lot of Shobiz TV premises behind Wendy's Pub. There will be screening for diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol, as well as breast examination and counseling. There will also be a health walk with our mothers on Saturday, May 13. This event is sponsored by Dano Milk and supported by Samu Spices. For sponsorship and inquiries, please call 0503 951 006. Remember, it's absolutely free. Media partners, Opinion Radio and TV. Welcome back. Now, I'm sure that if you've been staying with us in the last couple of days, we've been talking about Mother's Day and the fact that on the 14th of May, we have a breast screening at the forecourt of Shobiz TV right here at Nungwa Adogon behind Wendy's Pub. And we want all the women in the neighborhood or beyond, if you can come, because it's free. And that's not just what we're doing. And we're also going to check for cholesterol, diabetes, you know, a lot that you just need to check. And especially when it's free, you don't need to take that for granted. So wherever you are, please be sure to find yourself at the forecourt of Shobiz TV so that you can have the screening. And it's for women. So even if you're a man watching me, bring your mother, your sister, all the women in your life, come and line them up so that they can get screened, so that they can go home, you know, with a clean bill of health. The doctor can say that, yes, you're fine. And even if they are not fine, we will go with you through the process to make sure that they are fine. And this morning, I have with me in the studio Auntie Grace, who's a radiographer. And then I have Benita, who is a survivor of breast cancer. Now, Auntie Grace, good morning.
Good morning.
Auntie Grace, you're a radiographer.
Retired.
Retired.
13 years ago.
Wow.
From Konfanochi. But I went to Kolebu 1969.
Okay. Auntie Grace.
From Kolebu, I went to Mamprobi Polyclinic and then to Kaneshi Polyclinic.
Wow.
From there, I went to Kumasi, Konfanochi teaching. Right. In fact, that was where I met Dr. Wiafi.
Okay.
Because when I was there as a radiographer, she was also there as a breast surgeon.
Right.
So, being someone who deals mainly with mammograms,
yeah,
we worked together for many years before she went into private practice.
Right. Now, let's talk about, because you've done, gosh, I'm sure you can't count how many mammograms you've done in your life.
Plenty.
Plenty. Tell me, what is the one person you met during your period of work who has, or whose story has stayed with you since, because of how maybe strange or how maybe peculiar it was? Because I know when it comes to especially breast cancer, there are a lot of things that we take for granted. I'm sure there are a lot of people who come and get a mammogram that, you know, maybe for whatever their reasons are, did not expect, didn't think, didn't see it coming, all the reasons in the world why it couldn't have been, you know. I'm sure somebody's story stayed with you.
Well, what I have to say is breast cancer is no respecter of person.
Right.
And every woman is in the risk group.
Right.
Being a woman puts you in the risk group.
Right.
Though we have some percentage of men who get it.
Right.
Because men too come in for mammogram.
Yeah.
They come in for ultrasound of the breast.
Yeah.
So it's no respecter of person.
Yeah.
And this is not a man common.
Yeah.
It's in common for all of us.
Yeah.
And even if you don't have it as a man, your wife is there, a woman, your mom, your daughter, your sister.
Yeah.
So women's affairs should be your affair.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do that, breast cancer will take control of our lives.
Right.
And it will put us in sadness.
In sadness. So tell me something. There is no way that anybody can prevent breast cancer.
No, we don't know the cause.
Right.
So unlike malaria, malaria, we know when you sleep in a mosquito net or you spray a room, you are protected.
Yeah.
But cancer, and mind you, it's not only the breast it can attack, the entire body.
Yeah.
And depending where it's found, then the name is given to it. It can attack your skin and get skin cancer.
Yeah.
Your nose, nasal cancer.
Yeah.
Prostate cancer. And the end results are all the same.
Yeah.
Diabolic end results.
Right.
And since we don't know the cause of it, it's only abnormal growth of the breast cells.
Yeah.
We need to be careful.
Right.
We need to be mindful of our breath. So I'm urging every man not to squeeze the wife's breast like a mango. Or an orange. It's painful.
Yes.
It's painful. Don't do that. You put the breast in distress. We are not saying that when you fumble with the woman's breast, he will get cancer. But have in mind that too much of everything is bad. In moderation.
Yeah.
In moderation.
Squeeze the woman's breast in moderation.
In moderation.
Right. Auntie Grace, how often should women, because I think you've mentioned a couple of times that know your breast.
Yes.
How often should women check their breast? Because I've also heard stories where the breast itself did not have a lump, but it ended up under the armpit. And this woman had avoided the armpits because then you must say me checking for sunny. Into for fun them I check yeah. But how come people have lumps under the armpit that actually affects their breast?
Anatomically, we have part of the breast in the armpits.
Right.
So it can start from there.
Right.
So when we do mammogram, you could see that we pull the armpit onto the plate.
Okay.
So that part too shows.
Right.
Because it can start from there.
Okay.
It can start from the nipple, a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the first thing is you should know your breast.
Okay.
When you see any abnormal sign, come for mammogram or breast scan.
Yeah.
So that early diagnosis, prompt action is when you get a cure.
Yeah.
Some people, when they come and they are thought to have a problem, they will vanish.
Right.
They will go to prayer camps and
Yeah.
apply concussions, and after spending all their money,
Yeah.
then they come and say, "Oh, doc, I was here last time. I was a bit stubborn. Forgive me."
Yeah.
Okay, doctor will say, "Okay, lie down, let me check." Beyond repairs.
Yeah.
That is where they will say.
But is there counseling when people find a lump? Because it's a scary situation.
They vanish.
Right.
They won't even come for the counseling.
Right.
They vanish.
Also, counseling
into prayer
is
camp.
provided.
Oh, we have counselors.
Okay.
Peace and Love Hospital.
Okay.
We have counselors. They will tell you their story.
Okay.
And me, when you come to me, a lot of stories.
Right.
Not to discourage you, to get you the confidence that
Yeah.
with God,
You
nothing
can
is
fight
impossible.
it.
Yes.
You can fight it.
But some people, the moment they hear of it, they vanish. They won't even come there. They will come in the late stage.
Right.
Mind you, doctor is not a magician.
Yeah.
She's an ordinary person like me and you. It's just because she has got there. She has been taught how to handle this case.
Right.
And mind you, she too can get it.
True.
She's a woman.
True.
She can get it.
True.
So, know your breast.
Know your breast. Now,
Check
before
your breast.
I go on to Benita, I think my Auntie Grace, my last question before I jump over would be that how can the men contribute when it comes to, you know, I mean, a woman will know her breast fine, but maybe the man you're with, he's touching the breast more most of the time, you know. So, but how can they contribute in helping women be more aware and also supporting them when it comes to breast care?
Because they fumble with the breast a lot, their fingers are used to your breast.
Yeah.
And when there is any abnormal sign, they will be the first person to detect. So, we salute Ghana men. They are good. But too much of everything is bad. Just, enjoy it. Or, woman, your life is in your own hands.
True.
When you are going to have your bath, when you are going to sleep, at that hour, the breast is free. You don't put on your bra.
Yeah.
Have just 5 minutes for yourself.
Right.
Look at yourself in a mirror. The two breasts, which one is the biggest? Because it comes in different
Yeah.
It can be the smaller breast is becoming bigger, or
Yeah.
the bigger breast is
Yeah.
becoming painless.
Yeah.
And you would think because it's not paining you, it's nothing.
Yeah.
If it were a bad thing, it would have accompanied
Pain. Yeah.
pain. That is what has been taking us
Yeah.
aback. When you see a change, you know your breast. I know my right breast is bigger than the left one. If I'm going to bath and I realize it's becoming smaller or bigger, don't say because it's not pain. It's a change.
Yeah.
Go in for breast scan.
Right.
Go in for mammogram. The nipple, it will be itching you.
Yeah.
You apply a Krobewo and all those things. It starts going and then it comes back. Hey, it could be cancer.
Right.
Come. You are not pregnant. You are not breastfeeding. As I said, I'm 73. Can I be pregnant?
No.
Can I breastfeed?
No.
If I have breast milk in my breast, it could be as a result of infection.
Right.
Because infections too can put the breast in distress.
Right.
Why infection? Hey, my breast is always well. Women sweat a lot around our breasts.
Yeah.
Apart from your armpit, the next place you sweat around is your breast.
Yeah.
Personal hygiene is not there. You wear one brassiere for 6 months, no washing. Because it's color black, nobody will know it's dirty. Personal hygiene comes in here.
Yeah.
Huh? And we sweat a lot around our breasts. You have handbag, you have purse. When someone dash you 100 Ghana, you put it in your brassiere. Is your brassiere a bank? Is your brassiere a purse? Right. How would you know? In case it's a madman's money which he used to buy, he used it to buy wachi, and it has come to you.
Yeah.
A lot of infections.
Right.
And already we have infections around our breast because you sweat a lot.
Yeah.
And personal hygiene, some people don't mind it.
Don't mind it. Right.
It could put the breast in distress.
Yeah.
All these things, it maybe it's not cancer.
Yeah.
Yourself,
Yeah.
personal hygiene. So don't put money in your brassiere. Some even put mobile phone. Hey, when they get to Ashama, hey, as for this place, it's risky. Put your mobile phone in your brassiere. Yeah, no. Mobile phone emits radiation. Radiation is a source of cancer.
Yeah.
So the moment you put that mobile phone in your breast, what are you doing? Radiating your skin, radiating your breast, radiating your heart. And cancer can affect any part of the body.
True.
So you see?
Yeah. I see. I completely see.
Yeah.
Now let's come to you, Benita. I mean, you're a survivor. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's just do a little of your story. How did you find out?
Okay, actually, in my own case, my mother died of breast cancer.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's a family history.
Yes, yes. And I wouldn't want to hold on that.
Okay.
Because most people, like when I advise my friends to go for screening, they will like, it's not in my family. But it takes a person to start a thing, okay? And if it's in your family history, you are even at a much better advantage because you have the awareness that it's there. So you start your early screening.
Yeah.
And in my own case, when my mother died, she died at, I think she was 39 years old when she died. I saw what she went through. I saw the pains she had to go through and the too many go here, there, and all that. And then when she died, she actually died on my hands. So when she died, I made up my mind that I was going to be a breast cancer advocate.
Okay.
I was going to tell people that cancer is no good because then when you hear cancer, it's all about death, that the person is going to die. And so, you know, life went on and I started growing up. I forgot about it. I'm a Christian, so even when you remind me to go for a screening, I'll like, what killed my mother will not kill me. Cancer is not my portion. Yes, I will start binding and casting, and I just didn't want to go for screening because I didn't want to hear.
Right.
So on this particular day, 2018, I was about taking my bath. I wasn't thinking about cancer. I wasn't thinking about anything of such. I said, okay, let me just check myself for checking sake. So as I was just going through my breast, I felt the lump. And you know, my heart just sank into my stomach. And my mind started telling me, it's cancer. It's not cancer. You are going to die. And by the way, I have 5 kids. So you are going to leave your children, see how your mother died. I was so scared. I was in the bathhouse shivering. I didn't know what to do. So I had to summon the courage to come out. Then I went to Nigeria for a funeral, and the kids were down here. So I didn't want to go for checkups there, because I don't know how it's going to turn out. I came back. When I came back, I'll just be indoors. I'll be thinking. And my mind would just be going through my mother's case.
Yeah.
It's cancer, Benita,
Yeah.
you are going to die.
Yeah.
You are going to leave your family, your children, what will happen and all that. The fear and thoughts, it's almost like...
It overwhelmed you.
Yes, because I have seen an experience.
Yeah.
And then I confided in my pastor's wife, and she said, oh, there's a hospital I'll introduce you to. And I'm grateful to her because she introduced me to the right place.
Right.
Because a lot of women go to the wrong place, and by the time they realize it and come to the right place, it's already late.
Yeah.
And those people wouldn't tell them that, okay, we can't handle this.
Yeah.
They would just try and do the trial and error. And so when I went there, I met a doctor there and a nurse. They said, yes, there is actually a lump, but not all lumps are cancerous.
Yeah.
So when I heard that, I had a kind of 50-50.
Hope, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like praying, Father, don't let it be cancer. Don't let it be cancer. So they said I was going to go through some series of tests, scan, mammogram, and possibly biopsy to be sure. So I went through scan and mammogram. I met my wonderful mom there, and when the results came out, it was leading to something. So they said, okay, you are going for biopsy. Okay, to be sure it is cancer, what stage, and what treatment that will be best for you. So I went to Kumasi, other branch of Peace and Love Hospitals, to go and do the biopsy. And they told me I have to wait for a period of time for the result to be out. That period of time, it was like, it was not coming to an end.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I didn't know what I was expecting. Every day I was just praying. I don't want to hear cancer. I don't want to hear cancer. And then I'll be calling them every day. Is my result in? And the secretary will be like, Benita, calm down. When the result is in, we'll let you know. So on this particular day, when I called her, she said, hey, babe, Benita, your result is in. But you have to wait for the next 2 weeks. Dr. Wiafe will be coming to Accra. I said, please, when I come to Kumasi tomorrow, will I meet her? They said, yes. I said, don't worry.
I'll come myself.
I'll come there. So the following day, I went to Kumasi. When it was my turn, I went in to see the doctor. And then when she looked at my papers, she looked at me. That was where I met Dr. Wiafe, which I refer to as a mom because she's a mother.
Yeah.
And then she looked at me, she said, yes, Benita, it is cancer. You have to start treatment immediately so you stay alive and take care of your children.
Right.
There and then, every fear left me. Because I've heard what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, my mind has, okay, finally calmed down. Okay, it is cancer. What next? And when she told me, you have to stay alive and take care of your children, I made up my mind that, yes, cancer killed my mother, but I'm going to kill cancer. I just made up my mind to fight it. So immediately I started all my treatments, and today I'm here.
Today you're here.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations. So
Thank
you're
you.
in remission?
For now, there's no traces of cancer.
Wow.
Yeah, when the result came in.
Wow.
And by July, I'll be 5 years as a
Wow.
breast cancer survivor.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we're going to open the phone lines. If you have any questions that you want to ask, maybe Benita or Auntie Grace, just give us a call, 0302-729-823. And I know that it can be very scary when you think something is, sometimes, and especially for us women, when we're growing, a lot of things just happen to our bodies.
Sure.
And sometimes you see things and you get scared, like, now where's it then, And you're so scared, sometimes you don't even want to tell anybody
Sure.
that this is what is happening to you, and you don't know where to go, who to confide in. It's a scary situation. If you've ever experienced that, or maybe you're even going through that at this moment, know and understand that help is here.
Sure.
That you're not lost, that you're not alone, that you can actually survive this, whatever it may be. Okay, so give us a call on 0302 729 823. However, maybe you're just a man minding your business, but you're concerned about someone else, or you want to know how you can help someone, you can still call us. Now, our screening is on the 14th.
Sure.
Okay, I know that there are people who will not come. I was telling you about, before we came on air, that there was this health practitioner who was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she talked about the fact that she was passing through their tent to her office every day. They say, oh, free screening. She'll pass by and go every morning, free screening. And the whole month came to an end, and she never screened, only to be diagnosed of breast cancer 2 months later. And if she had caught it 2 months earlier, the thing about, and I think, Auntie Grace, maybe you're in the profession, you can tell us, the earlier you catch it, it's good for you.
Yeah.
The better, your survival rate.
First, when you do the mammogram, it will identify the lump.
Right.
You see, Belinda said he went for biopsy.
Yeah.
We seen a lump. What next? Is it cancerous or not cancerous?
Yeah.
You go in for biopsy.
Yeah.
Then we check whether it has, when you go in for biopsy and it has cancer cells, then it's cancerous.
Right.
Then we look out whether it has started spreading
Right.
around the organs around the lump.
Right.
At times it's fixed. It hasn't started spreading. That is early diagnosis.
Right.
That one can be handled easily.
Right.
There will be no mastectomy. They will just operate and give you treatment. But at times it has started spreading. And the spreading, it depends on the extent of the spread.
Right.
Some have taken over the entire breast. Some have taken over the entire breast and gone even to the other organs. That will let us know the stage we find you.
Right.
And then we know how to treat you.
Right.
And depending on your condition at that time, if the doctor will use his discretion there, your health at that time will let him know how to give you the treatment.
Right.
It varies depending on the stage your problem is found. But in all cases, we say early diagnosis,
Is always
prompt
good.
action. Some people will come,
action.
oh, next
Right.
week, I will come next week.
Yeah.
Next week, you come, I will
Yeah.
come next month.
Yeah.
And next month, will come next year.
Next year.
When your breast cancer won't wait for you.
No, it will not wait
It's
for you.
spreading.
Yeah.
And when it attacks all the major organs,
That's it.
at times cure is very often impossible.
Yeah, that's it. So 0302 729 823 0302 729 823. So Benita, what treatment did you have?
I went through chemotherapy
Okay.
and I did surgery also.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Chemo, I hear it messes with your taste buds.
Sure.
So you can't
But
everything.
it's something you have to overcome. It's just like a woman who is just newly pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything tastes like silver, I'm told. Everything tastes
it-
bland.
everybody and has maybe immune system or something.
Right.
But because I know what I was trying to get, I didn't really focus on that.
On that.
Yes, and the major thing, some people will say they don't want to lose their hair.
Yeah. Did you
Yes.
lose your hair?
Sure, I
All
did.
of it?
Sure. And when I did lose my hair, I did some small makeup and I took pictures, I put it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And people were like commenting, did you go to South Africa?
Yeah.
African queen. But I didn't know that was the chemo hair.
Yeah.
So I just tried to turn the negative into positive. And it
positives.
worked for me.
Right.
It really worked for me.
Right.
Even though it's not an easy journey.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not an easy journey. And I think why women don't want to come out is because of the stigma that's been
Right.
attached to it.
True.
You see, when I tell somebody I'm a breast cancer survivor, the person will like just watch your
Look at you
chest.
too.
The person will just watch your chest.
Like, is your breast intact?
Yes, and
they want to be sure.
So not everybody has that courage to withstand that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then some people will like come boldly when you tell them I'm a breast cancer survivor, and they will like, did you cut your breast?
Yeah.
You see, some women can't stand that. It makes
Right.
them have this low self-esteem.
Right.
Okay. And then when you tell somebody I'm a breast cancer survivor, in some families they say it's spiritual.
Yeah.
And then they say maybe the woman has done something
Yeah.
that has brought this to her. And then the stigma is so much.
Right.
That is why even when they are being diagnosed, they don't want to tell anybody.
Yes.
Because it's not painful, they will just be patching it. And then when it becomes painful, and then it's like late, they come to the hospital.
Yeah.
And then the finance.
Right.
That's
It's expensive.
another major reason why
Right.
women don't come. So,
Right.
and it is this
It's
narrative.
not. So there's no what the is you have to fully
Sure.
take care
There's
of.
not like social, what would I call it? Help or,
Insurance.
yes, or to look into all this. So
Okay.
when you are talking to somebody, and because I counsel them when they come to the hospital.
Okay.
So when they are being diagnosed, I tell them, yes, I went through it.
So you have to fully fund everything by
Sure,
yourself.
sure.
Okay.
And when you tell them, the next thing you hear, where will I get the money from? Where will I get the money from? And there's no support from anywhere. And some of them, their husbands leave them.
Because they have breast cancer.
Sure, thinking they would die. Their husband leaves them. And so it is these narratives that breast care is trying to change in survivors like us.
Yeah.
Okay, to change, to tell them that come out. When you come out, you can save your breasts.
Yeah.
Okay, you can save your breasts. And then help will come.
Yeah.
Help will come. But I think the finance is another major reason why they don't get. And Dr. Wiafe is doing so much. She goes to rural places, she goes to urban places, hospitals, companies, to educate women
Yeah.
and talk to them that early detection and prompt action is the key to survival.
Is the key to survival. Okay, so I would say thank you for coming, Auntie Grace and Benita. Definitely your story is very touching. And Auntie Grace, they say there will be a resource. So me, even though you don't do again, me, I'm coming to you for personal care, personal breast care.
She still does the mammogram.
Okay. Oh, you still do the mammogram?
Yes.
Because I thought you said retired.
I retired 13 years ago, but I go there once a week to do mammogram.
Okay.
I do mammogram
Okay.
still.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Peace and Love hospitals too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
mammograms.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Definitely contributing to society in a very positive way. We appreciate you. So thank you, Benita, for coming.
you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Quite the story you have there. This is Sun Up on Showbiz TV. Listen, all we're telling you is that yes, you can survive breast cancer. Yes, there is help for you. And yes, early detection is definitely the way to go. So whatever the situation, you need to seek help. You need to go get a mammogram, go on and do a biopsy, be told whether whatever lump you have is cancerous or not. Then, I mean, once you start on the journey, you know where you're going. And with the help of God, you can overcome. But it will all depend on how early you decide to take that step. Okay, maybe you're unable to call right now for whatever reason, but on the 14th of May,
14th,
we're
sure.
here at the premises of Showbiz TV. We're screening. It's free. Free, oh. Free. Obianju skabia. So be sure to come on the 14th so that, you know, we help you and that your future will be secure and you'll be healthy. We're going to go for a break. This is Sun Up on Showbiz TV. Do stay tuned. Asian Breast Care International, Peace and Love Hospitals, plus your favorite entertainment channel, Showbiz TV, will be hosting a free health screening for our loving mothers this Mother's Day, Sunday, May 14. Time is 7 a.m. Venue is the parking lot of Showbiz TV premises behind Wendy's Pub. There will be screening for diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol, as well as breast examination and counseling. There will also be a health walk with our mothers on Saturday, May 13. This event is sponsored by Dano Milk and supported by Samu Spices. For sponsorship and inquiries, please call 0503 951 006. Remember, it's absolutely free. Media partners, Opinion Radio and TV. Shobiz TV app is live on Android. Go to your Play Store, search Shobiz TV, SHOBIZ. Download the Shobiz TV app. Now open the Shobiz TV app. Tap on Shobiz TV live stream, which takes you to Shobiz TV Live. Tap on that, and you're set to watch Shobiz TV live all day and all night. Shobiz TV, beyond music.
You go see me for countryside. Sugar cane sweet, but your love is sweeter.
We promise you an exhilarating time span of delight on Afro Section.
Strawberry ginger.
Your world's about to get rocked with the finest visual playlist of Afro hit songs across the continent.
We know we fun like me. We know we fresh like me. We know we hot like me.
Your satisfaction is a surefire thing, so just loosen up and drift into an Avalon of multifarious Afro music on Shobiz TV.
I'm protected by Jah Almighty Father. Them can see we from afar.
I am your party giver, Kathy Brown.
Early in the morning, it's the dawn of a new day. New hopes, new dreams, new ways. Open up my heart and I'm gonna do my part and make this a positively beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Let's make this so wonderful. Let's make this so powerful. Let's make this a beautiful day.
Welcome back. This is Sun Up on Showbiz TV, and I have Kofi Black back with me. I'm excited about that. It's time for the Sun Up Bulletins. Do stay tuned. Okay, so Kofi, tomorrow is the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards 2023.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Are you going?
No, I'm not going.
Why? You are going. Me, I'm taking you. What do you mean you're not going? Why aren't you going?
I mean, I have a lot of things to do.
It's in the evening, guy. What do you have
Since
to do?
the evening,
Oh,
they say
please.
for
What do you have to do?
Since they were for do, they
What
say
are-
before we have to check, the breast cancer stuff with our women and all of that. So
And of all the nights, it is tomorrow night that you want to check your wife's breast.
special nights.
Anyway, so George Quay thinks that Stonebwoy is exceptional and he deserves VGMA's Artist of the Year, entertainment mogul George Quay has tipped reggae dancehall artist Stonebwoy for the coveted Artist of the Year award at the upcoming Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. In a Facebook post, he praised Stonebwoy's achievements in the past year. He cited his involvement in the Green Ghana campaign, his representation of Ghana at the World Cup in Qatar, and his numerous international performances and collaborations as evidence of his hard work. He said, and I quote, "Stonebwoy is a true representation of what it means to be an exceptional artist and global citizen." Now, from his impressive global impact to his philanthropic efforts, Stonebwoy has proven that he's more than just your ordinary act, he added. George Quay's endorsement comes as the VGMA prepares to crown Artist of the Year tomorrow, Saturday, December 6th. May 6th.
May 6th.
I'm in a hurry to get to December. Now, Stonebwoy, who recently dropped his album titled Fifth Dimension, is among the 8 nominees vying for the Ultimate Award, which includes other top acts such as Black Sheriff, Black Sheriff, Sarkodie, King Promise, Camido, Kitty, PSA Esther, and Joe Metal.
Great. Is Stonebwoy performing at this year's VGMA?
I don't know.
It's not
I'm
out
not
yet.
sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yes, he is performing.
He is performing.
Yes, he is
performing.
performing.
Okay.
Yes, he's performing. But before we get into George Quay's opinion,
okay.
Who are you rooting for?
I mean, I've said this countless times. I think the most deserving person will be Black Sheriff. It's not even about who I'm rooting for.
Right.
I think the Matrix, everything about what he has done. When you look at the year under review, he should be able to win it. But obviously, they say that category is basically is a public voting. So I mean, it comes down to the voting, you know. But I think when you look at the Matrix, amongst all the people who are in that list, he should be the one that should top, you know, the mind of everyone when it comes to Artist of the Year. I think it would be deserved. If Black Sheriff does win it, that is it for me. Yeah.
King Promise clearly is not on the mind of anyone. I see there hasn't been a lot of talk about him.
Yes.
Joe Metal, not so much. Kitty, not so much as well. Even Sarkodie, not so much.
Well, he shouldn't be in that conversation for me.
Even Sarkodie, not so much. I think the real competition here, it's a 3-way. You know, even Stonebwoy hadn't come to me until George Quay started.
For me, Stonebwoy is not a part of it.
Yeah. I think it's a 3-way between Black Sheriff, Camido, and PSA Esther.
I should think it's a 2-way. It's a 2-way between PSA Esther and then Black Sheriff. You know, just because of the voting issue, because we know how the gospel people are here, they really come out and they vote. And the way I hear they go from church to church, trying to get people to vote. And so if this is basically just a vote in a popularity contest, I mean, the chances are that since they are more organized, because I don't see Black Sheriff Gun like asking people to vote for him and stuff like that. But I don't know what the interest of the label, the label on which he is, would be. If the label is interested in him winning an Artist of the Year, I think they can put money in and get those votes. But
you think they'll be interested?
That is the question. If they are interested. For me, Stonebwoy, what George Quay is saying, I mean, this is the basic problem that I've had with most of.
But before that, you do know that George Quay is a PR person, right?
He is a PR person.
Okay. So you do know what this is, right?
Well, I mean, but I would have my take on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the problem that I've literally had with most of the gatekeepers. I don't know whether he's still at Chatterhouse. Is he still at Chatterhouse?
No, he's not.
So obviously there wouldn't be, but of course he still has certain links with Chatterhouse. And I think this coming from him, I mean, if you look at the Yanda review, how many songs did Stonebwoy drop last year? Probably like 2 songs. I think Therapy and then Gidigba or something like that. And I mean, if you look at Therapy, I think, you know, it did good, but you wouldn't say that is the biggest song that came out of Ghana last year. It was one of the songs that was in there. And for me, even the therapy song, it appears that it was the therapy song made certain types of inroads because of how intentional the promotion was. I don't think it was a song that when it dropped, everyone liked it immediately.
Yeah.
I think it was very orchestrated,
Yeah.
which is the power of what a label can do.
Yeah.
It's not like a typical Stonebwoy song that it will drop like maybe pull up and like everyone just gets onto
Yeah.
it. It's a song that you can see that, they actually intentionally put out there to do what it actually did. But even when you look at the streams on YouTube, I'm seeing like 1.4 million for Stonebwoy. I don't think that is huge. You understand? And when you look at Black Sherif's numbers on YouTube, it's through the roof.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. But another person who equally had great numbers last year was Camilo. With his
coming to
Sugarcane, he did pretty well.
Yeah, but when it comes to Artist of the Year, you are also looking at the star power. I think Camilo hasn't been advertised a lot for himself as a brand. I think the
Right.
song goes before him.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
There would be people, the name is out there, but I don't think there's that immediate.
The personality.
The personality is not out there like that. He
Okay.
is, for now, he is the type of artist whose song is bigger than him.
Yeah.
You understand? When you look at Black Sherif is huge.
Yeah.
Black Sherif's name, can precede him. His song can precede him. But
Yeah.
that personality is very huge.
Yeah.
When you look at other artists, Stonebwoy hasn't had the biggest song in the year, but he can come into this conversation
Yeah.
because of
His
how big,
personality,
yes,
yeah.
the personality, and it is Artist of the Year. So you're
Yeah.
looking at the personality. So for me, Camilo wouldn't be. Not because he hasn't had a good year,
Yeah.
but because what that connotes when it comes to Artist of the Year. I don't think he would fit the bill for this year, having Black Sherif in there and all of that. So I mean, numbers is actually one of the matrix that I would look at. You understand? And then you're looking at maybe the shows that the person has been on, how relevant the person has been, in the system when it comes to the year under review. I think Black Sherif has been very relevant. I don't think he has been playing too many shows, but the shows that he's been playing have been significant.
Yeah.
You understand? Almost every show he plays these days actually make news. You
Yeah.
understand? He's on Wireless. Recently, he was on Pharrell's show.
Yeah.
He is literally making news everywhere. And when Kamala Harris was in Ghana,
Yeah.
he's everywhere at
Yeah.
the moment.
Yeah.
So for me, no one should try to reinvent the wheel. I mean, Black Sherif is
Yeah.
on a roll. For me,
Yeah.
Stonebwoy is out of the question. He's not a part of the conversation. Of
Yeah.
course, he has earned every right to be one of those people that you'd always mention when it comes to these things. But for me, this year, he doesn't deserve Artist of the
He
Year.
doesn't deserve
For
Artist
me,
of the
yeah.
Year.
Yeah.
Okay, and Ed Sheeran, I'm sure you're excited.
Yeah.
You're excited. When I saw the news yesterday, I was like, this will make Kofi happy.
Yeah,
Because I mean, I think he did mention that if this didn't go well for him, he won't do music again. He said he will not do music again. If he lost this, he's done with music. And that was a pretty scary statement, for me. And the fact that Marvin Gaye's estate was saying that he did a mashup and he mashed Thinking Out Loud into Let's Get It On. And it just, it fused in so smoothly.
Okay.
So they could tell that the strings and everything for
Okay.
Thinking Out Loud must have come from that.
Okay.
But here's what. I have to give it to Marvin Gaye's estate. They are not playing at all.
They are not playing.
They are not playing.
I'm sure they have people.
Honestly,
who
I
are
want to
like-
believe they have people
have
they
people.
pay and
They've
they say,
literally
you know
sued
what?
everybody
I
before.
swear, I'm sure they have people seated. They say, today listen to 300 songs.
Yes.
And let me also listen to 300
yeah,
songs.
yeah.
I'm sure that's what it is because they are not playing at all.
Yeah.
They, on a constant basis, are on the way to a shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless they
I
don't
mean,
hear a string.
They're keeping everyone on their toes, with the Ed Sheeran, I think I saw it from your post. I saw that you posted something about it. It's interesting that he actually won the case.
Yeah.
I wish I had really paid attention to the details of the ruling, because I've not seen the actual ruling, or maybe notes about what's the subject of contention and how they actually went. But I think one of the saddest parts of that whole situation was that he had to miss his grandmother's funeral. When I saw that, my heart sank. You understand? Because it's not the best thing to, I mean, your grandmother, you know, just because
you've heard his song Supermarket Flowers.
I've not.
Okay.
I've not.
You should.
I should.
You should.
I definitely should. I think Ed Sheeran, let me see, I'm indifferent towards him. Yeah. You understand? But obviously the songs that are popular, I do hear them. I think Shape of You was on my playlist for a very long time for obvious reasons. You understand? For obvious reasons. Yeah. So I mean, he's one of Ed Sheeran is one of, I mean, the topmost artist when it comes to world music, and I think he cuts across a lot of cultures. You understand? When he comes to Ghana, we accept him as a Ghanaian. A lot of other cultures also accept him, and he knows.
You know, Jamie Foxx groomed him.
Wow.
Did you know that?
I never knew.
So Jamie Foxx tells the story about this guy with his hair looking like a cat coming to his house, and you know, he was there for a while, and Jamie Foxx had a show, you know, because he does this comedy thing and he does music as well. Great. So he had a show, you know, this show that, you know, we usually have, I don't know, 300, 400, 500 kind of crowd. And so he brought him home and said, oh, I'll take you with me, you know, to the show. And his daughter was even saying, but who is this? You do every day, you go and you bring someone, you know, who is this one to again? So he said he finished his show and he stepped out and, you know, left the stage for Ed Sheeran. And he was outside when he had the crowd going crazy. He was like, what's happening in there? You know, and he went in and Ed Sheeran was like doing his thing and they were loving it. And he was amazed how much, because he has appeal from everywhere.
He has appeal. He has great appeal. And I mean, it's very interesting because the way he looks, like you feel like you can just turn an eye off him, but I think the talent, the talent really puts him out there. Absolutely. And I like the whole, I mean, that whole guitar thing, you know, it's just very beautiful, and the music is very relatable to a lot of people. And he's coming
from a world where, and I see that a lot with British music. You don't need to look any kind of way. They don't care. See this guy, what's his name? He has this illness that, you know, when he sings sometimes, he does this, he has this hiccups. There's these sounds that he makes. I know the name of it, but I'm forgetting it. And he has these amazing songs. He just recently dropped a song that people are going crazy over. I'm forgetting his name. He's equally British. And they have a thing when Adele started. Ed Sheeran. Fat, like people call Ed Sheeran. Fat. Like for British people, they don't care what you look like. You just, it's your song. What are you giving us? If it's good, that's it. That's it. So people who make it when it comes to music, especially the people who sing, they don't have a look. It is when they get into the U.S. market that they try to get a look.
The Americans are very
superficial. Because now, I mean, Adele lives in the U.S. now, and now you know she has a look. She didn't care when she was back home, and like it's just what it is. I'm just focusing on my music. I do it. I'm happy. That's it. You know. So for especially when you're in the UK and you're doing music, it's more the music than.
I'd like to think the people from UK are very purist when it comes to
music. Yes.
They are more purist. But when it comes to the Americans, they are more show. What are you bringing to the table? Is it just music? Because even when you're discovered, when people discover people who have great music, they have to put a look on them. Before they even bring you out, they have to put a look on you. Sure it can't create something.
You can't be basic. No. You shouldn't be basic. You know what I mean?
Because growing up, I mean, I'm the British. I went and look at people like Phil Collins. You know, all those people. Elton John. You know. I think Elton John and what do you call it? Ed Sheeran. They have a.
They have a thing. They have a thing. They have a thing.
You know, so, I'm happy he actually won the case. I didn't know he said he would he wouldn't do music.
He did.
When, you know.
He did. He
but
said if he lost this, he won't do music again.
Wow,
And
wow.
I can understand why. Because I saw it will be a target.
Yeah, I mean, you are big. You should expect it. There are artists who have taken their songs off playing streaming platforms because of threats of suits and stuff like that. So I can understand where it comes from.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Okay, and then our final one, High Life musician Jedubile Ambule has apologized to hip life artist Ochiami Kwame over claims that the latter received monies shared with artists. Now, this comes 3 years after he claimed that the rapper was one of the musicians given a share in the government's 2 million Ghana cedis meant for Musica. Now, in an apology on LinkedIn, Ambule noted that he was mistaken, explaining that Musica's former president, Obuo, did not personally hand over any government fund as a loan to Ochiami Kwame. He admitted that his claims that the Made in Ghana hitmaker did not repay the money he received were also false. Obo did not give Ochiami Kwame a personal loan from the Musica funds, as was purported earlier, to support artists to enable them access to loans. Musica entered an arrangement with Midland Bank and provided security and collateral for the arrangement, he wrote. So I think that Ambule spoke when he didn't know what the facts were. And he's come out to apologize
that his
3 years later.
3 years down the line. It's interesting how Ambule is in the news every day these days, you know. I don't know what he's really aiming at. I mean, usually you think an artist is coming to drop an album when
he's going on tour. He said.
Oh, okay, great.
He did say he's going on tour. I think he's going on tour this month.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
great. I like how he's been able to put a certain type of immediacy, you know, in our brains when it comes to him, because I don't think the old artists have been a topic of conversation for a very long time now. So it's interesting how he's been able. I didn't know this was in courts, you know, but because obviously he's in the news, this becomes topical. I mean, that the situation with Ochiami Kwame, I'd like to actually know the relationship between Ochiami Kwame and Obuo's administration. Was he
I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the details myself.
Yeah, so I would like to also think that Jedubile Ambule made those allegations based on the perceived relationship that he felt Obuo and Ochiami Kwame had. Yes, but the facts are out. And you know, he has apologized. That is the big man thing to do. You know, when you realize that you are in the wrong, you know, you obviously have to eat your humble pie and then come out. But for me, there's not a finality to the situation. Questions are still there about what that 2 million was used for. You understand? We've heard they did research. What was the recommendation of the research?
They did what?
What is the end product of that? What recommendations have they put in place? You know, the festival, other monies. We don't know what happened to the money, so there's not a finality to the issue. And I also like to look at this in this way. You know, when it comes to court cases, we are dealing with facts, we are dealing with evidence. Sometimes the fact that you don't have evidence for something makes you lose a case, but it doesn't really mean that the situation is not what was said to be. You understand? Yeah, I have to try to be careful how I put it.
Are you doing an O.J. Simpson kind of?
Well, I'm doing an Ochiami Kwame Ambule.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's all about facts,
Right.
Now I'm looking at it also this way. Could there be questions of influence peddling? I think if we really want a real finality to this issue, yes, Musica entered an arrangement with Midland to provide loans and stuff for musicians. How many musicians were able to access that loan? What was the criteria? Did someone receive preferential treatment in assessing the loan? Has the person paid the loan back? What was the terms? You understand? I think those are issues that we need to be very concerned about, especially if we want to make this issue or if Ochami Kwame is interested in making his name not come close to any type of reproach, I think it would be very interesting that, you know, some of these details are provided so that he can fully clear his name.
Yeah.
Because obviously people will still ask a lot of questions.
Oh, yeah.
You understand?
Oh, yeah.
Why did A artist not receive that loan?
Yeah.
And he received that loan.
Yeah.
You understand? So yes, the courts has come to a conclusion on the case, but there's a court of public opinion. We are still asking questions.
Yeah.
That's just that. Yeah.
That is just that. Okay, so this is how we wrap up on the SANAP bulletins. Today, I'm going to make sure you dance. It's a Friday. I did say early on that, look, on Fridays, we need to let our hair down. You've been working the entire week, and some days, Charlie, just allow yourself to feel things, you know? So we're going to go for a break. When we return, you'll know what I'm talking about. Do stay tuned. The Shobiz TV app is live on Android. Go to your Play Store. Search Shobiz TV. SHOBIZ. Download the Shobiz TV app. Now open the Shobiz TV app. Tap on Shobiz TV live stream, which takes you to Shobiz TV Live. Tap on that, and you're set to watch Shobiz TV live all day and all night. Shobiz TV, beyond music.
They go see me for countryside.
The Shobiz TV app is live on Android. Go to your Play Store. Search Shobiz TV. SHOBIZ. Download the Shobiz TV app. Now open the Shobiz TV app. Tap on Shobiz TV live stream, which takes you to Shobiz TV Live. Tap on that, and you're set to watch Shobiz TV live all day and all night. Shobiz TV, beyond music.
They go see me for countryside.
Amber Media Foundation, Breast Care International, Peace and Love Hospitals, plus your favorite entertainment channel, Showbiz TV, will be hosting a free health screening for our loving mothers this Mother's Day, Sunday, May 14. Time is 7 a.m. Venue is the parking lot of Showbiz TV premises behind Wendy's Pub. There will be screening for diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol, as well as breast examination and counseling. There will also be a health walk with our mothers on Saturday, May 13. This event is sponsored by Dano Milk and supported by Samu Spices. For sponsorship and inquiries, please call 0503-951-006. Remember, it's absolutely free. Media partners, Opinion Radio and TV.
Sugar cane sweet, but your love is sweeter.
We promise you an exhilarating time span of delight on Afro Section.
Strawberry ginger.
Your world's about to get rocked with the finest visual playlist of Afro hit songs across the continent.
We know we fine like me. We know we fresh like me. We know we hot like me.
Your satisfaction is a surefire thing, so just loosen up and drift into an Avalon of multifarious Afro music on Shobiz TV.
I'm protected by Jah Almighty Father. They can see we from afar.
I am your party giver, Kathy Brown.
When you're just so scared and you feel like just giving up. Oh, but Dino Milk is saying, we know that you can do it. Believe in yourself and then go for it. Go for it. Nourishment, oh, that is your Dino Milk. Oh, yes, Dino Milk. Don't let anything hold you back. Oh, Dino is sharing you thanks to your Dino Milk. Go for it. Drink up your Dano milk. Just add up your Dano milk. Go for it with Dano milk. Yeah. Drink up your Dano milk. Just add up your Dano milk. Go for it with Dano milk. Dano milk.
Dano milk. Go for is FDA approved.
Shobiz TV, Beyond Music.
Shobiz Top 10. Showing every Thursday on Shobiz TV.
Media Foundation, Breast Care International, Peace and Love Hospitals, plus your favorite entertainment channel, Showbiz TV, will be hosting a free health screening for our loving mothers this Mother's Day, Sunday, May 14. Time is 7 a.m. Venue is the parking lot of Showbiz TV premises behind Wendy's Pub. There will be screening for diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol, as well as breast examination and counseling. There will also be a health walk with our mothers on Saturday, May 13. This event is sponsored by Dano Milk and supported by Samu Spices. For sponsorship and inquiries, please call 0503-951-006. Remember, it's absolutely free. Media partners, Opinion Radio and TV. Showbiz TV app is live on Android. Go to your Play Store, search Showbiz TV, SHOBIZ. Download the Showbiz TV app. Now open the Showbiz TV app. Tap on Showbiz TV live stream, which takes you to Showbiz TV Live. Tap on that, and you're set to watch Showbiz TV live all day and all night. Showbiz TV, Beyond Music.
They go see me for countryside.
When you're just so scared and you feel like just giving up. Oh, but Dino Milk is saying, we know that you can do it. Believe in yourself and then go for it. Go for it. Nourishment, oh, that is your Dino Milk. Oh, yes, Dino Milk. Don't let anything hold you back. Oh, Dino is cheering you thanks to your Dino Milk. Go for it. Drink up your Dano Milk. Just add up your Dano Milk. Go for it with Dano Milk. Yeah. Drink up your Dano Milk. Just add up your Dano Milk. Go for it with Dano Milk. Dano Milk.
Dano Milk. Go for it.
This advert is FDA approved.
Early in the morning, it's the dawn of a new day. New hopes, new dreams, new ways. Open up my heart and I'm gonna do my part and make this a positively beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
All right, so I did mention before we went on a break that just because it's a Friday and we're having to let our head down, I'm giving you something different. This morning, I have the Rhythm 360 band, the 12-member band, with me in the studio, and this is going to give me something, give us all something, so that, we can get into our weekend groove. So are you the band leader?
Yes, the president.
The president?
Yes,
hey, Did you, president, you vote him out and I say,
no, by appointment.
By appointment. Who appointed you?
My founders.
Your founders?
Yes, please.
Hey. President, what's your name?
Nathan Yabua.
Nathan. Okay, I'm Natalia. So you're Ubemi Kaka. So tell me, how long have you guys been here? 360?
The band has gone on for like 14 years to 15
14 years.
Yes,
so you are like second, third generation?
Yes.
Third?
Second
generation.
Yes,
okay, and what are some of these instruments? These things are really big.
Yeah.
So this is what?
This is the tuba.
Tuba?
Yes, please.
Somebody plays this?
Yes, please.
They have to carry it to play it or they'll bend down to play it?
No, they have to carry it.
Hey, who is that? Brahmin show macho. No, idiot. Hey. But you don't have matches, so don't you? Is it not heavy? It's not heavy. It's light. I'll try to hold it.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing for us today?
We are surprising you guys.
You're surprising us. Okay. And, just because you're here, let me mention, people think that when they have to hire the services of a band, it's expensive. In fact, not people, me. I've had the opportunity to work with a band, and I say, Charlie, but I'm DJ na band for there. I'm very long. I bet I say, hey, nipa 25. And that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But how expensive are bands, supposed to just hiring a DJ?
But it's not that expensive.
What do you bring to the table that DJs probably won't give us?
Okay, so the brass music is different from music from the speakers.
Right.
Because we are giving you like something natural, something that you feel it when.
We are 5D.
Yeah.
We are 5D.
Original.
Oh, so you didn't afa baby, but wait there. Wunye na minye. Yeah, Philip Bia face to face. So how expensive are you?
Oh, we are not that expensive. It depends on the program.
It depends on the program.
Yes.
But you're always a 12-member band.
Yes.
And I said, baby, we have nipa 3 pete me come here.
Nipa 3 team ko. Bibi wa nipa bako team ko. Bibi so anko for be.
Nipa bako then I'll bebo.
Yeah, for instance, my brother here represented us when Nathan Abasi came to Takrady.
Oh, okay. So he played the
trumpet.
That's a trumpet.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And I see you have women too.
Yes.
I was so happy when I saw them.
Well, we have like
representation is important because I love the fact that women are here and they play this. My goodness. So what does it take if somebody wants to join the band? I'll see a call.
Page so and our numbers are there, so you contact us through the number then. You know befa procedure no. But anything that is serious.
Is there anything? You may fill a form.
Obe fill a form.
Me chiska, me dues.
Dues dey here, but when chiska for entry.
On chiska for entry, but with your dues. Inti me find say if I want to join, I can't play any instrument. I have no knowledge of this. Mama training ni bibia.
Your music school. Ti oba.
Auntie, you want to check me, but I'm check me. I'm
a chair music school.
Oh, yo, so Rhythm 360 has a music school.
Yes, please.
Much from Kolana, say. Oh, wow, that's very interesting. Okay, so I want to hear everybody's name real quick before we start the music. I'll start with Kobe. Okay. Collins and Norris. Sammy. James. Ransford. Justice. Maureen. Chelsea, Lodis, and you are Nathan. Right? I was going to say Nathaniel. Nathan, because you said Nathaniel Bassi. So, Rhythm 360, they are an amazing band. If you're experiencing them today for the first time, pay attention. And social media handles, if people want to reach out to you,
we are on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube as Rhythm 360 Band.
Rhythm 360 Band. Yes, more blue tick now. Obi imitating mo am waiting who ni blue tick.
Oh, like obi anti me.
Obi anti me imitating. Ti ye ko mo page so adan sa na ebe hu a ebe hu say mo amunye authentic.
O say because yeah na
ya mo amunye with President Nathan.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong. Okay, so there you have it. This is how we're choosing to end the week with you because it's been a long week and we're letting our head down and we're going to dance. So I'm going to step aside small because I also have to dance so that they can start getting in the groove, giving the rhythm, and then I would say goodbye to you because We will come your way again Monday between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. In the meantime, do not forget that the Shobiz TV app is on Android. So go to your Play Store, search for Shobiz TV. That's SHOBIZ TV app, and then you download it. When you download it, open it, go to the interface. At the top of it, you see live streaming or streaming live. You type on that, and there you have Shobiz TV. So you don't need to sit at home and watch television. That's a thing of the past. We're introducing to you the television 24/7 right in the comfort of your palm. So be sure to download Shobiz TV app. My name is Natalia. You can find me on Instagram and everywhere else as Yes I Am Natalia. I will come your way again Monday 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So help us God. In the meantime, Rhythm 360 band, we're ready to get our groove on. So what's the first song I'm hearing?
Adonai by Nathan.
Adonai.
Yes,
so should I start getting into it?
Yes, please.
And then we performance that. And then you go down low. That is not, it's not a go down low song, yeah.
Yeah, but we'll give you a go down low.
You give me a, oh yeah, take it away.